What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Before we get into today's video, I want to take a second and thank Top Fishing Deals for sponsoring this video. If you guys don't know what Top Fishing Deals is, click the link down in the description below. Go check them out. They are a one-stop shop for finding all of the best deals online for fishing tackle. That includes rods, reels, tackle, line, landing gear, nets, gloves, literally anything that's out there that's in a clearance sale is going to be over on Top Fishing Deals. So huge thanks for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check the link down in the description below. Let's get going.
Dreaming of 55s, wishing for 55s, had 55 cents in the pocket. We got 11s, wishing on 55s, shooting stars. Whatever it takes, it's going to happen.
Jack plate.
Well, the water looks a little lower than what it looks like. He's trolling on by. He's got one rod out.
What's up, bro? Ready?
All sorts. Dude, I was expecting some yee-yee. We're getting some yee-yee. We're finally out. The place where magic happens. I'm the happiest I've ever been right now.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are continuing the
tails in the reach with the boys.
Not yet. Haven't even made a cast.
Got my boat on Leech.
Well, we're continuing this musky bender in northern Send. I don't think I explained it very well in the last video when we were fishing on Saint Clair. So after we got off the water, we met up with Mark and Paul and drove from the Detroit area of Michigan to Leech Lake here in Minnesota. It was like 15 or 16 hours of driving, and then got here, immediately dropped the boat in the water, and we are out here on the lake. So we're all here to compete or participate in a YouTube muskie battle, which, if you guys remember, a couple years ago, Jeff of Just Keep Casting hosted this thing at Saint Clair, and I fished it with Mike, and he actually took the dub. He won. He might have forgotten the trophy, but that's neither here nor there. The cool thing about the 2020 edition is whoever catches the biggest fish out here over the 8 or 9 teams that are competing in 26, 27, 28 people, something like that. 24, 11 boats. Okay, so 11 boats, they get the win for 2020. Also, speaking of big fish, these guys all fish Saint Clair. That's their home lake, and they're stoked to be here, so that's definitely got me pumped, but I gotta get casted. How many times did we talk about 55s on the way down?
500 times. He had 55 cents in his pocket. What else was there? 55. We had something else, mile marker 55 or something. There was something else there. Dreaming of 55s, wishing for 55s, had 55 cents in the pocket. We got 11s, wishing on 55, shooting stars. Whatever it takes, it's gonna happen. Oh yeah.
Oh, she goes. Nothing like fresh line. God, it's nice. I found a lane. I'm taking it. Something like that.
How you mean?
Can I borrow upside him? Posey down.
Give it to me.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, what is that? Crappie?
He sure is.
Look at that. I've got that one. I don't think I've ever thrown it. It looked good in that water when you just threw that down.
Nice,
in there.
doesn't it?
Wow, that black really stood. Wow, that does look good, man. Holy, I almost sold that one. Good thing I did. Okay.
All right, boys.
Gotta give Muskies in the bag tonight.
We've been throwing blades and deuces and sidings and blades.
Holster don't usually always come soon in the clutch. Yeah, get smoked on that point.
I got a good feeling about it.
They're here and they're hungry.
I like it. I think it looks good.
That white tail.
Yeah, stands out real well. Gives like a nice contrast. So we made a 12-mile run from Northwoods Lodge, which is on the southern end of the lake, to Portage Bay, which is as far north as you can go on Leech. We fished shallow reeds with bucktails and topwaters and moved out and made drifts in 10 to 14 feet over weed beds. Fishing deuces, bucktails, Poseidons. I threw a glider for a little bit as well, and we were at that for hours. I think we got out on the water at noon and fished until sunset, and before we knew it, the day was over.
Watch this. I don't know what it's called. It just has a lot of contour lines. Holy crap. Look at that.
Somewhere over there.
We're going to the
Well,
Teddy Roosevelt.
if you guys are still watching, yesterday we fished for like 7.5 hours, really hard, and didn't even see a fish. So today's a new day. We're gonna get out. Mike's gonna catch like a 67-incher. Mark's gonna net it. We'll see what happens.
I tried to put shit in there.
Should I throw the same colors yesterday, Mike?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Something gonna show up here because there's literally balls of minnows everywhere.
Feels like we were just doing this yesterday. It's cleaner.
So there's like a deep hole that's right there.
Okay.
And on the other side of that, it's still 10 feet. So it's like 10, 20.
So it's like a channel.
10.
Matt, take a picture. This is Saint Clair guys trying to figure out contour.
What are these names?
I don't know what all these lines mean.
No, I'm just.
Stand up, bird.
Go.
You got a beat on it.
Got him. Yep. Doesn't feel very big.
Shake 'em off.
Should I? I think it's a walleye. Hang on. It's not pulling back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. I thought I mean, I definitely had something screwed up with it.
Oh, it is a walleye.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my God.
Damn walleye.
I had it tangled up when I cast it. That's why I was like, what the? Wally. Throwing the Poseidon around pretty much all day, switching between a couple other baits, but that's the only fish we have seen or hooked in the last, what do you think, 16 hours?
Long couple days.
Big fish though. That might be my biggest walleye of all time. You wanna,
25.
should we bump him? Yeah, it's out. We're bumping him. We're all losing our minds.
24.
Oh, baby.
24.
Pinch the tail. 24-incher.
Look at the belly on that thing. That thing's been eating well out here at Leech.
Do you guys want some dinner? You gonna do a walleye catch and cook?
Good color.
Just kidding. See ya.
Come back. Oh, I'm out of here.
Fish! So after 2 days of fishing Leech Lake, that walleye was the only fish that we even saw, unfortunately. There were a couple others out there fishing as well. Today's angler, Lee and Roppy, were out there, and then there were a couple other guys, and I think a couple other teams might have caught fish and saw fish, but for those 2 days, for the Saint Clair boys and myself, it was pretty rough. So after catching that walleye, we headed back into Northwoods Lodge and called it a night. So something else I wanted to mention really quickly was Northwoods Lodge actually hosted the 2020 Muskie battle. If you guys saw some of the clips at the beginning of this video, they gave us the Big Log Lodge, and that, I don't even honestly know how many people can sleep in there, but it was probably 8 or 9 rooms, 5 bathrooms, a bunch of rooms with bunk beds, and the whole lodge itself was really nice. They had a bunch of different cabins of different sizes. The amenities were great as well. It had its own private boat ramp, its own little harbor, a bunch of boat slips. It was a really cool place. It kind of reminded me of the cabin we stayed at up in Alaska last year, but other than that, there's nothing I can really compare it to. The place was really, really nice. It was well kept. Everything was clean. And I really look forward to going back there. And if you guys are ever up in Minnesota looking for a place to stay, I'll leave a link for Northwoods down in the description below. But these 2 days that you just watched crammed into this video, I mean, we were probably out there for something close to 16 hours. And again, just that one walleye. And this was the 2 days leading up to the Musky battle, so we were out pre-fishing, just moving around a bunch, fishing different depths and different areas of the lake, throwing blades a lot, throwing a glider a tiny little bit. I accidentally left my tackle box in the van before we left Detroit, and I think that having a couple gliders would have helped. But besides that, the Poseidon, Mike was throwing a Medusa and pounders, and we tried a bunch of different things, but it just turned out to be really tough for us. And you know, I know you guys are probably going to give me a little bit of shit for posting a muskie video with not a single muskie or even seeing one, but to be honest with you, that's just the way it goes sometimes. So if it's something that you want to try to do, be prepared for literally seeing nothing for days on end sometimes. It's just the way it goes, and that's why I share these videos. Had a great time out there with the boys. It was so much fun. Even though we only got one walleye for 2 days, I would still make that trip back up there and do it all over again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. We'll see you on the next one.